This afternoon, protests erupting at the Sherburne County Jail demanding the release of Isabella Lopez. Lopez is charged with assaulting officers while they executed search warrants on Lake Street in Minneapolis last week. Many in the crowd believe the officers were there conducting immigration raids, but federal officials say they were focused on drug enforcement. In those raids, we learned federal agents seized hundreds of pounds of meth in Minnesota communities. The FBI says it comes as our state faces a meth epidemic. Morgan Wolf looked into the growing problem and how law enforcement is working to address it.
I will tell you with meth, I don't think it has a very specific neighborhood or very specific type of clientele because it could be anybody at any given time.
Last week, a joint law enforcement investigation led to the seizure of 900 pounds of meth, a street value of $22 to $25 million, according to the Hennepin County Sheriff's Office.
Does that surprise you?
No, but it also tells me that the Mexican cartels, that's where most of this is coming from because they can make it cheap and they can chip it.
Charles Thomas, a retired police officer that worked in narcotics, says meth started hitting the streets in the 90s, and it's rising in popularity again in Minnesota, according to the FBI. The Minnesota Department of Health says that data shows opioids are still the leading cause of overdose deaths, but they are declining, whereas meth and cocaine overdose deaths are rising in recent years. Hennepin County Sheriff's Office says that the stimulant-related overdoses like meth tripled from 2019 to 2023.
Is huge because it's cheap, it's easy to produce.
Do you think people are often misled to believe that meth is only sold in metropolitan areas?
Oh my God, yeah, because it started in metropolitan area. It started in poor neighborhoods. And when I say neighborhoods, I'm talking about rural neighborhoods.
The latest investigation led to search warrants being served at several locations, including one on Lake Street in South Minneapolis. The law enforcement presence sparked protests over the misinterpretation that the officers were there conducting an ICE raid.
They're raiding just like they were doing a narcotics raid. If you look at those logistics and the dynamics of the two, they almost look identical.
In today's current political climate, Charles warns we could see this happen again.
Well, I could see where that could possibly be a problem in the future.
The sheriff of Hennepin County sent out a statement last night saying that she wants to reiterate that HCSO is not involved in civil immigration enforcement. The office is involved in criminal investigations that impact the lives of people in Hennepin County. And this case certainly fits the criteria. The FBI did tell me they did not have any more information to share on this specific case because it's an open investigation.
All right. Thank you, Morgan.